Hello, welcome to Serving Internal Art. This is Patrick. This video is about Bagua practice and my latest tool/toy that's super helpful to activate my Bagua flow during my practice. When I first started Bagua, I followed the movements by the book. Oh, this step goes here, the hand goes there, and create as much space here with the stance as I turn. All of those were valuable initial stage learnings, so once I have those basics, it's all about letting go of the self-ego control and surrender my body and mind to the flow. Now, if being in the flow is something new to you, it would probably take you some time to feel it. And that's why there are different tools and equipment available to help us to get closer to the flow state in many different ways. Now, this equipment serves as our body extension to enrich our Bagua practice, or I should say the original martial arts were developed to make the best use of them. Because we are a martial arts studio for self-awareness and personal development, we fall in love with this beautifully handcrafted wooden equipment made from my dear friend and supplier, David from Sentosh W. Now, David, pardon me for not mentioning the W word, and you know why. These equipments are durable and provide a much better sense of safety and security to the eyes and also to the mind. Now, what I love about them the most is they all carry the proper weight and balance to best simulate the ancient, original metallic versions. Now, out of all these great equipment, the one that helps the cultivation of Bagua flow the best is our new toy for today, and it has to be the Badal. The Badal, apart from the Deerhorn US, is probably the most heavily regarded main handheld equipment to be used with Bagua practice. The problem with the modern metallic Badal is most of them are made with the light and floppy build for wushu practice purposes. When the Badal doesn't carry the right weight, it's really easy for a novice practitioner to pick up the learning process, that's right, but it also loses the true essence for flow cultivation. How does the weight make a difference? It's very simple. When the dao is too light, and in this case I will use a lighter straw to demonstrate, you can easily wave it with just plain muscle power, and you can still get by. But when the dao carries the proper weight, and that's heavy, you can hardly power that beast, and you also run into the risk of injuring yourself if you don't support your moves with the proper Bagua biomechanics. And guess what? You can only activate the flow when you practice Bagua with the proper biomechanics. So this also means if a practitioner has been practicing Bagua with the proper biomechanics and wants to check for alignment to the flow state, I would highly recommend this handcrafted wooden Bagua Dao. It's heavy enough, it's durable, it's nicely balanced, and it's taken my Bagua practice to a different level. Now, the one I have is the prototype I've requested David to work together with me, so it was crafted to my suggestion and preference, although I more or less just asked him to follow a standard size Bagua Dao. But still, be reminded that a standard size Bagua Dao is already much larger than an ordinary Chinese saber, so if you're interested in getting one, you can always discuss with David to see how the end product would suit you the best. One thing I'd like to mention is that you can choose customized material for the grip. I chose a standard cord grip option for mine, but if you ask me again after training with the Dao for some time, I would strongly recommend you upgrading to the leather cord grip due to the weight of the Bagua Dao. The leather cord grip would give you a much better grip when the palm gets sweaty. Now, if you're committed to your Bagua practice and you do get one, here are some of my personal tips that will help you grow rather than injuring yourself. First of all, always warm up before you train with the Bagua Dao. Same as any heavy lifting, you want to make sure your body is well aware of what stunt you're about to do and give your body the chance to be well prepared for the training. And going up and down and all over places with a heavy piece of equipment without the consent from your body is likely not going to work very well for you. So always remember, safety first. Second, respect what your body is capable of handling now. If you find the Dao is too heavy for you, go with something lighter first. Give yourself and your body the time and the space to grow gradually and make the ability of using the Dao as a training goal for you to achieve. Tip number 3, start with simple moves and get acquainted with the Dao's center of gravity. No matter how we move, It's the Tao's center of gravity we are to actively engage, and we are to adhere to how the Tao's center of gravity shifts as the Tao moves. So in other words, it is the practitioner following the Tao instead of forcing the Tao to follow the practitioner. And this is how we train to surrender ourselves to the flow. This tip number 3 is the real essence to improve our Bagua skills here. So let this idea sink in for a bit. Tip number 4, always check the surrounding to ensure you're free from accidentally hitting any object or anyone who's not your intended, well-prepared training partner. With the weight of the Tao, when applying Bagua centrifugal force at full momentum, it can still cause serious damage, so please be careful. Tip number 5, take breaks and don't overwork yourself. Now, I know getting new training equipment can be really exciting, especially when we can gain so much new insight as we practice. But it does build up strain inside of our body if we don't take rests between our practices. So once again, listen to your body. It will tell you when it's a good time to pause or to stop your practice for the day. And that's all I have for now. I absolutely love this new toy and it's been giving me even deeper insights to my Bagua practice. Alright, it's now time for me to go back to my practice, so if you like what you have watched, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Happy practicing!